answers, we will bring her in. All right, for those of you that are trying to join and getting declined, you will be watching from the Facebook Live. This is John Costino saying welcome. We're going to get started momentarily. You can see we have our fearless leader, Mikoshi, and one of our very, very special members, Miss Michelle Brown-Boyd. How are you doing tonight, young lady?
I'm doing good.
It is wonderful to have you here with us.
Good to be here.
And we'll see if Miss Carlotta, he still has not seen the invite.
I just messaged her.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll take a few moments to let people join us. What we do here on our Facebook Lives is education, training, information, and after all that good stuff, we do some application where we teach you how to, why to, and where to when it comes to understanding cryptocurrency. But every once in a while, we are fortunate enough to shift gears from the education of cryptocurrency and the how to and the what to spend a little bit of time with some of our very special members. And that's what we're going to do here tonight. As you know, last week, we spent some time with Anthony and Waylon. And tonight, we're going to spend some time with Michelle and hopefully Miss Carlotta. But what we'll do is, while we're waiting for Miss Carlotta, we'll go ahead and start with Miss Michelle. So first and foremost, would you mind just sharing a little bit about yourself with our audience? Because I know most people are probably saying, how come she gets to jump on here and make these Facebook Lives much more attractive than when it's just John and Mike?
Well, I have been an entrepreneur wannabe all my life because my dad was an entrepreneur, and I've been in several multi-marketing companies. But a couple of years ago, Mikoshi came to see me and my mother and sell us an ADT system.
Aha.
And just because of his heart, he calls me. Well, we talked that day. He told me his vision about Serve City. But he called me sometime last year and just out of the blue was talking to me about Daisy. And I was extremely impressed that he even remembered who I was, but that he wanted to share the Daisy dream with me. Shortly after that, I had a big moment in my life when I fell and messed up my knee, and through the x-rays of my knee found out that I had lung cancer. So I went through a big little part there where I didn't get to continue following Mikoshi. But in January, when it got really hot, he called me again, and I jumped on board and been with him ever since.
Well, I can say two things to that story. Number one, I remember hearing about you when Mikoshi met you way back at that original sale. The second thing I will say is many of you that are watching us and new or relatively new to our group, this may or may not resonate with you, but I can guarantee you that those of you that have been here for more than a couple of months will understand what I'm about to say. Mikoshi does not believe in sales. He believes in people. And I've had the opportunity to spend almost a decade now calling him a friend and a business partner. And to his own detriment, he will go above and beyond the call of duty for people, regardless of the sale. And that's one of the things that you'll come to all love about our cryptocurrency training group is that the person that we follow, and by the way, for those of you that know me, I don't follow very many people on the planet. I'm about as, including, watch your laugh going, he doesn't even follow me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't submit to a lot of people because they don't have good moral compass. They don't have a good ethic, character. There's just a lot of reasons why people don't deserve me to respect them enough to listen to them and follow them. It has nothing to do with their abilities or their success. But one of the things I can say to you is we fight like brothers, but we also have each other's back like brothers. And the number one reason for that is not his genius and his success in cryptocurrency. That's just an added benefit. It's the fact that he really does have a good heart. He cares so much about people. And the reason why that means the world to me is that's the only way you can sustain anything long term, whether it's trying to create wealth or it's trying to create healthy relationships. Because if your moral compass is off, or your ethics or your character are off, it comes out and then everything just either crashes and burns or blows up. So, Michele, I can tell you that we're excited to have you here and that it is not an accident, because you were one of the people, you crossed paths with him that had nothing to do with this, and he never forgets good people. So thank you for sharing that with everybody.
Well, it has been a joy to be in the group, and it's not like any other group I've been with. This is more like family. And, you know, just getting to know Carlotta and Mia and being able to share in their lives past cryptocurrency has been just like being in a big family.
Yes.
I'm happy to hear you say that, because that's one of the special things that probably takes people the longest to really fully trust is we are not a network marketing company. We are not a network marketing opportunity. We are not a like it's not like I got a secret special term I'm using. We are not. And I've spent 30 years as a corporate executive and national trainer for network marketing companies. So I'm not knocking the industry. I'm just saying that this group is like a gigantic bucket or a gigantic net that people jump into to stay safe from the sharks, okay? In the world of business and cryptocurrency, there's a lot of sharks out there. If you want to go with the jungle instead of the ocean, there's lions and predators out there. And when you jump into the cryptocurrency training group, you invite friends and family, you invite people that you come across, but there is zero, I repeat, no financial incentive for you to do it. The difference is what Michele said. You do it because you actually care about people and you want to help them, whether it's to share with friends and family that might be struggling with finances, or like me, just clueless to cryptocurrency going, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And you invite them in, and all of a sudden they now have a safe place to ask all the stupid questions that they're afraid to ask, to get all the help that they're afraid to ask for, and to develop the relationships and the friendships, much like the two. In fact, the sad thing is Miss Mia is not here with you both tonight. That's the only negative I can see, is because you guys have been partners in the beginning. And that's really why Mikoshi and I, as much as we love you, Anthony and Waylon and all the other guys out there, the real secret to the success of our cryptocurrency training group is not Mikoshi. It is not John. It is specifically the core group of women, the motherly maternal instinct that has kind of gravitated towards our group. Because I promise you, again, for those of you going, what's this clown talking about? You should see how quickly these, I'm just going to call you all mama bears, the mama bears run.
The Mikoshitas. The Mikoshitas.
Well, you call them Mikoshitas, the warrior princesses that are out there standing guard. But I'm going to call them mama bears because I see the love and the caring and the support for all the people that either have questions, or when they make mistakes and they kind of stumble and bumble, they feel lost. And it's like instantaneously when they throw that question, whether it's into the Facebook group or specifically in many of the little private threads that we have, it's the maternal, loving mama bear aspect of our group that separates it from everything else. Because again, if they were getting paid to do it, I'd be like, damn, they really are hustling to make that money. But we don't pay you. You don't get paid. You do it because you care about others. And the ultimate goal is, as our community grows and as the community successfully continues to exponentially get bigger and better, every one of us, including the initial core group, will all financially be rewarded. But I would say that that is a community goal, not a greed or a self-motivated, which I don't care what anybody says, that is a major part of all network marketing programs.
Yeah.
So that's what separates us. So thank you for that insight, Miss Michele. And now our fireball, Miss Carlotta, who is always, when she enters the room, everybody knows. That's how we know we're doing a Zoom. If there's 37 people, we know when Miss Carlotta pops in. How are you doing, young lady?
Wonderful, wonderful this evening. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much for being here with us. And again, like I did with Miss Michele, would you take a few moments to share with our audience a little bit about yourself and your background?
Okay. First of all, I would like to say I'm 50 years young and thankful for it. And I have been in basically MLM, which you would say network marketing, since I was 19 years old. First of all, getting into Mary Kay with my mom because she made me, not because I wanted to. So that's why I didn't have much success in that, but I was really great because I'm an actual artist. So that was one of my things that really pushed me in Mary Kay, but it wasn't my passion. So again, I went to several other network marketing businesses. And I finally, about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, got involved in Forex. I just couldn't get it to save my life, and I lost so much money trying to figure it out. You know, and then when I came across Daisy it made so much sense to me. You know, just first of all, I didn't want to trade myself. That was number one that attracted me to Daisy. And then the funding, you know, the program itself, it just made total sense that I said, okay, well, let me get some of my girlfriends that have always followed me in my other business, which was health and wellness. You know, I'm always been into, you know, vitamins and taking care of yourself. So I tried to get them in it. A few of them followed me over here to Daisy, which was great. Now I think that, you know, several people follow me from the Forex industry over to here. But you can say 4 years experience all day long, but if you didn't really learn anything, at what point, you know, what's the whole point if you really didn't learn? So
Right.
I would like to say I lost tons or tens, and I can't say it loud because I don't want my husband here, tens of thousands of dollars trying to figure out how to trade Forex. Okay? But I get over here, I meet Mikoshi through Daisy, and it's amazing. And I get over here because it's meantime. In the meantime, what do we do while we wait on Daisy to work? You done lost all this money. How do we make some more money in the meantime? What am I gonna do? So I got over here and he introduced me to a few coins. He said, come on over here, it's free. I'm teaching everybody. I think it was only about 24 of us at that particular time.
You were in very early, exactly.
I'm back way back then. So it's about 24 of us. And I'm like learning, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm understanding this. I'm getting this. I don't know how to withdraw. I don't know how to buy a coin, but he's teaching us. We was doing those long calls. We were talking to each other like best friends. So we had a great time learning. It was really fun and intriguing. And I had asked all the pertinent questions that I needed to know. But it woke up a side of my brain that was fun. It started tickling me. You know, I felt like cheap big brain on campus, for real. You know, once I started really learning what I was doing, I was like, oh, I know how to do that. I know how to do this. And it all came from CTG. And I remember the day when it was Cryptocurrency Training Group. And I said, I'm going to name it CTG because it's so long. Say, oh,
she started
training
the
group.
trend.
Would you like to join that free group? I said, would you like to join CTG? And they're like, okay, you know. So, but anyway, it was just it's things that Mikoshi has done for us that I've, in every business I've ever been, and trust me, I'm a veteran, I've never encountered anybody with a heart like his. That there were situations, you know, it's really, you know, long story, but it was situations that he did not have to do a darn thing. It was your business that you he said not financial advice.
Right.
He said, you know, go in at your own risk, but we did things, and he always came through to make you feel like, nah, sis, you ain't about to lose on this one. You know, we're going to all grow together. And I felt so much love and the passion that he has in his heart for his team and his people. And when it started to grow, he kept doing it for other people. And I'm like, dang, this is just who he is. You know, this is this guy. I'm like, I've never met anybody like him. So yeah, I'm just over the hill excited about being a part of this, being one of the pioneers, and just being able to play a part in something so great that wants to help people succeed. And I have so much passion because I've been told too many times in my life that I give too much. What does that even mean? You know, I want to help people too much. What does that even mean? You know, maybe people be jealous because you're giving too much to other people, but it doesn't matter. That's just who I am. You can't take that from me. And you can't take that from Mikoshi. You can't take that from this man because that's just who he is. So if you get mad about it, so what? You know, we'll work it out. We'll work it out later. So.
No, I love that answer.
Testimonies about anything else as far as the cryptocurrencies, but as far as the group is concerned, that's all I got. I'm down forever. Y'all can't get rid of me if you put me, you know, kick me off the boat. I don't know. You can't.
We'll just start swimming after us. That's all right.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, and you have no worries about that because you have been a very, very key part, along with a handful of others. I can only say that about maybe 10 people. But the reality of it is, you know, you were here in the beginning. And here's the nice thing about having the two of you together tonight. You know, Michelle, you met, you know, Mikoshi before Cryptocurrency Training Group. You met him in the past. And it's nice because you can say, all right, he shared it with me, wasn't able to take advantage of it. He reached back out again and shared it with me. And you can say, all right, there's a reason why he kept contacting me. Where Miss Carlotta, you did not know Mikoshi. You, like many people, were involved in another opportunity. And as you had mentioned, and I won't go into great detail, but the company that Miss Carlotta had mentioned is the company that I was introduced to in December that I brought to Mikoshi that we decided we were going to start. So we were in that company together, but we didn't know each other. And the Cryptocurrency Training Group, when people say there are no accidents, God always has a plan, and you're always like, yeah, that's what you say when crap goes wrong. And well, the reality of it is there was a major screw up with that company that was supposed to be like a couple of weeks and we'd be up and running, and it ended up being 3 months. And because of my background in marketing, I was like, we can't leave our people laying around for 3 months. Someone's going to take them somewhere else. So we literally created the Cryptocurrency Training Group. And I say this with as much sincerity and humility to teach the idiot me how to use and participate in cryptocurrency. Because when we joined Daisy, I didn't like cryptocurrency. I didn't know it. I didn't want to know it. I was still very anti. But I figured out how are we going to fill the gap? And I always lean towards entertainment. So there's nothing funnier than watching, you know, if you guys remember when they taught Coco the chimp how to do sign language, that was like Mikoshi teaching me cryptocurrency. So that if he could teach me how to do it, he could teach anybody how to do it. And we figured we would just entertain everybody for a couple of weeks until Daisy got their stuff together and we could go build our Daisy business. But lo and behold, over that, you know, 3-month period, it went from 5 of us and then a handful of people like Miss Carlotta to all of a sudden, hey, we have 400 or 500 people here. Hey, wait a minute, we have 1,000 people here. Then 1,500, then 2,000. And we realized along the way, hey, you know what? Instead of just entertaining people with the, you know, the comedy of teaching John, what if we really focus on, hey, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that really don't have a background. I mean, you both have a very extensive background as entrepreneurs, but what was, if your entrepreneurship was north of 75% experience and knowledge and success, from a 1 to 100, we'll say 75% or north, what was your cryptocurrency? And I'll start off by saying my entrepreneurship was at 95% out of 100. My cryptocurrency was -5. I dug a hole and laid down in it. So you both would agree it was virtually new to you.
It was, I had zero on cryptocurrency. I had done a little bit of day trading.
Okay.
But my background was computer programming. And if you're a programmer for 30 years, you learn logic. And there was nothing logical about cryptocurrency.
That's true. That's true.
And
Right, exactly.
that was one of the reasons it was difficult for me, because it just wasn't making sense. But y'all were so patient and y'all were not intimidating. And it was always fun to hear Leonard and Mikoshi and you, and y'all made it fun. And so I didn't mind asking the dumb questions. And
See,
y'all
if that dummy John can ask that question, I can ask anything.
Me too. I love
but
it.
y'all
They
been
didn't
so
intimidate.
patient and walking me through things. And I mean, Mikoshi had to answer a question for me today, and he was right there, Johnny on the spot. So I just really appreciate what all I have learned, and I'm continuing to learn.
And now you're beginning to teach and train just by your example. And that's what this is all about. Again, it never was and never will be about, Mikoshi or John or our initial 5. It was always about what can we do? And we'll get to hear from Mikoshi himself on this. But I've referenced it before, and you both exhibited. Yes, Miss Carlotta.
So I do want to say that in all of my Forex 5 years of all these courses and all these trainings and stuff, like I did not learn what I should have learned. But I came in here for literally 2 weeks with cryptocurrency training group and made more money than I've ever made in Forex. I mean, like, for real. I mean, I'm not
God bless you.
a stupid girl. I'm not dumb by any means, but I just couldn't get it.
Right.
And it was just the time frames that they wanted you to be up at certain times in the middle of the night, and you got to look at this chart and do this chart and that. When I came here to CTG, they just made it simple. It was so simple. And the more I listened to it, the more knowledge I've gained. And that, like you said, being able to show other people how to do it is really, tripping me out. I know that I'm not actually doing a class right now, but I'm doing the study halls. And the study halls has been very fun too. When people get on the study halls, we just talk about it, and we discuss, and I go through if I need to set up a wallet or do something like that. I do that at that time. But it's just been a fun atmosphere, and you guys have made it so comfortable, like second nature, to actually be a part of this. And I'm really proud to be a Makoshita.
There you go.
We are happy to have you here with us. And that goes to what I believe underlying current of all of us that are really here. I don't mean people that join the group and rarely show up, or people that pop on a Facebook Live for 30 seconds or a couple of minutes and then go about their day. There's a core group of people that are slowly growing. The number is growing, that actually actively participate. For example, I see the post from Miss Carlotta, who wants to learn this? I'm doing a Zoom, boom. And you know what? No one's asking, no one's forcing, no one's pressuring, and no one's paying you to do that. That's you getting all that knowledge, and then the heart space of how can I now pay it forward? How can I give it back to those that are where I was 6 weeks, 6 months ago? And that's, again, speaking to the core of Mikoshi, because, we talk about this a lot, and I'll always keep referencing this. He knows how to make money in cryptocurrency. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need any of us to make money in cryptocurrency. If anything, all we do is slow him down. And I derail him. I like sweep his legs out and say, stop, show me what the hell you're doing. And so I'm definitely not contributing to his income earning potential in cryptocurrency. But because we've become so close over the years, I can say it's not about how much money he can make. It's really how big of a difference, how big of an impact he can make. And, we collectively as a small group decided, and now we've expanded that group to include, the two of you and a host of others. How much of an impact can we make right now globally? Because we're not just in the US, we're in Fiji, we're in Nigeria, we're in the UK. I mean, we're literally anywhere on the internet that people want to learn. And Mikoshi is literally teaching these people, and I say Mikoshi, but Mikoshi and now his team of trainers, of which you guys are a part of. There's students and then there's teachers. And then from the teacher level, there's going to be elementary, there's going to be high school, there's going to be collegiate, and there's going to be, graduate course teachers. But the bottom line is you're all helping to educate the masses, and we are slowly creating a very, very big impact where as these next, and I think it's going to accelerate quickly, these next, 3 months, we could go from the 2,000 and change to 10,000 people holding the same mentality of, if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, jump in, pay attention, ask your questions, and for heaven's sake, learn. Listen, watch, learn, because as this, in our country and around the globe, people are hearing more and more about, what's that Bitcoin thing? They don't even know how to pronounce it. And they think that knowing what Bitcoin is understanding cryptocurrency, having no clue that there's 30,000 other coins. They don't know what a DeFi project is. We're bringing that to the masses to where, and then I'll shut up and kick it to Mikoshi, we ultimately want every single person, and I start with myself. I don't know squat, and I'm never going to claim to know squat about this. But if I can end up with a portfolio of 5 or 7 or 10 or 15, coins, tokens that are all winners, that are safe because they were vetted, safe because there's no fear of them being, a rug pull or a pump and dump. And all of a sudden people say, man, how did you amass that little fortune of tokens? Well, by paying attention to what's going on in the cryptocurrency group, asking the questions and then listening and then applying what I'm told. That's what Mikoshi is doing for all of us. So Big Mike, I'm now going to kick it over to you because, it was your dream. We're going to all help you fulfill that dream, but share with the folks watching a little bit about these two young ladies that have become part of your team, your little legion of trainers and teachers.
They're two of the most amazing women. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Michelle, I knew coming in was going to be someone that was would want to go at a slower pace, because exactly I can tell whenever I'm communicating with someone if they're going to catch on to it quick or if they're not. But I knew she trusted me, so I was like, okay, just hold my hand. We'll walk you all the way through it. We'll get you there. And she's come a long way. Okay. So she knows how to send money to her other wallet, receive money. She can swap it. She knows where to go to purchase it. She knows the tricks like cutting off the last 0, turn it to a 1, changing the slippage and modifying the gas. I mean, she knows how to do all of this.
All over my head, by the way. That's all
things that John will never get down. Okay. He'll be like my mom. The woman who went to a university for more years and came out with no specific degree, was all general. But no, Michelle really, I mean, I am so proud of her because she came in and the accomplishment she made. I think going through the course was really a boost for her. Mm-hmm. because we did small classes, and the small classes allowed us, and I personally did teach that course. So she was able to go through and probably get a lot more understanding out of it just because I was there the one teaching it and I wasn't new myself. But did a very good, I mean, amazed me. In fact, she had you know, when she went through the course, took the exam, and then after the exam was when I think she really got a lot more understanding because we went and broke down the exam and used it as a training tool. And then I think she got really good understanding after that. And then she's purchasing her own tarot. She's not calling me like John going, hey, how does this
How do I get this tarot stuff?
I'm just scratching my head.
Where do I go?
John, you were the first or second member in this group.
I was the first member. This was started for me.
Technically, Michelle was. So that's why I said first or
I
second.
recruited Michelle, though, so I'm taking credit.
Okay.
This was teaching Coco the chimp how to do sign language, and I'm Coco the chimp.
And so I'm sitting here going, John, you've been here this long. Anyway. And then, you know, what was really cool is adding Carlotta to the mix. Carlotta, you know, she's been trading with us since the beginning. You know, she's been, you know, buying coins, and she's asked some questions before we even started the courses. I was actually training her, you know, and she jumps right into the course. She always brings that upbeat attitude. You know, she's going to make you feel good. You feel good, you do good. You know what I mean? And so she brings that good attitude to the group. She's always there. I mean, there's not a person in this group. I think I can actually say that. I'm gonna break it down by females. Okay. There's not a female in this group that will come to me and say, teach me more. Now, Carlotta's companion, Mia, will say it, but Carlotta's usually instigating it, right? So, and I think they both will agree. Carlotta has that fire, and she's been, you know, not really under the weather, but she had the vaccine and everything, and the vaccine did a lot of negative things to her. I'm not going to go into details on it, but it drained a lot of her energy. But even with the energy drained, right, she was still out running rabbits. You with me? And so I was like, you know, this girl is amazing. And so she really brought a lot of fire and kept the class going. She always does everything to help keep the group going. It wouldn't be the same without Carlotta because she's you know, she's loyal to the end. So don't make me tear up. Anyway, so, but yes, I love both of these women here. I mean, you know, Michelle's been with me. She was actually trying to stop me from selling her mom an alarm. She didn't tell you that part. She was actually blocking me from selling her mom an alarm. Then after her mom got one, then, you know, she was interested in one. And then, you know, a few days later, I'm like, aren't you the lady trying to stop me from doing this? But it really was a good energy. And so with both of these women here, I mean, they were brought into my life different ways, but they both improved my life in so many ways. If that makes any sense. So I really have a passion for helping them. So, I mean, these are my girls, right? You know, so, you know, if you know, I'm not going to tear up on you.
Go ahead. We got some tissues for you.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now.
We got some tissues for you, Makoshi. Don't worry.
Dude, Waylon and Anthony can't make me tear up. It's these women that come on board that make me do it. No, but I really do care for them. I really care. You know, they're trying hard to better their lives. They don't need a man to do it for them. They're out there saying, I'm going to do it, either help my man or I'm going to stand up and be the woke man. You with me? And so I really admire that. So, I mean, these are my girls, so don't mess with my girls.
Right.
Just amazing women.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I think we all share in that we want to help others. And I have so many people that I know that I would just love to bless. And we will one day.
Well, that right there is why we're doing this. I'm very, very conscious of the fact that too many times people miss out on opportunities. They miss out, not just business opportunities, they miss out on life experiences because for whatever reason, there's a little voice in their head that says, I don't belong there, or that's not for me, or they're not like me. And, you know, let's be honest. you both are veterans in the entrepreneur home-based business world, as is Michael and myself. It, believe it or not, is a world for women that unfortunately in most companies gets kind of drowned out and dominated by men, because even though women far outnumber men in most MLM network marketing companies, you lead with your heart, you caretake of the masses, while a handful of chucklehead guys, whether it's greed motivated or just selfishness or whatever, end up in many cases becoming top money earners, top producers, and that's the face of the company. So unless companies work really, really hard to incorporate couples and specifically single women who are overachieving and taking care, it gets lost. And I've been fighting about that for the 25 years plus that I've been a very active consultant and owner of companies, because I've always recognized that regardless of, you know, the chucklehead walking the stage and getting the hardware, there's, you know, 73 women in that guy's group nurturing all of his success that he has no idea. He's just barking orders. And I don't want to sound sexist when I say that, but that happens to be the truth. So for me personally, and I know for Michael, we want to celebrate the women in our network of the community here, so that more and more people out there will not see the John and Mike show, the John, Mike, and Leonard show, or even when Jen and Tom are with us, it can very much feel like, you know what, I don't know if I fit into that group. Whereas we want every single person on the planet, wherever you are on the globe, to look at our community and say, I belong there. This was created for me. And it's not just rhetoric. They're going to find 3, 4, 5 other people that they go, all right, I can't relate to that guy, but I can reach out to that person. She's going to get me. And in many cases, it's not going to be a guy. So I personally thank both of you, along with all the other women that hopefully are watching, going, oh, now I understand why John was such a jerk saying we need you to come do these testimonial videos. Not because John's a jerk, but because we need to show who we really are as a community. I'm just the host, the MC, the clown, and that's not what's going to grow our community. It's those of you that are our core leadership and the very diverse backgrounds that you bring to it. Because most people are going to say, I don't understand cryptocurrency, so I'm not even looking in there. But when they start to find out that, hey, they didn't know cryptocurrency either, this isn't a joke, they're not playing around, maybe it's safe for me to go in and at least listen a little bit, because I'm a firm believer, you both tell me if I'm right or wrong, I'm a firm believer that if anybody committed for a week to just pop in, watch some videos, read some posts, just 1 week, you'll know whether or not you belong here, and you'll know whether or not this is a place where you can actually grow and make money. Not because we're going to ask you to do anything, not because we're going to pressure you, just poke your nose in, sniff around, open your ears, pay attention, and you'll find out within a week whether or not you belong. Would you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Not even a week. I did it overnight.
True.
Overnight.
Yeah, I think just one night.
Yeah.
Maybe
I was
we'll come
convinced
back.
overnight.
Well, that's my hope, is that we can create that environment where we can accelerate, because I totally respect, and I'll say this 1,000 more times, I totally respect a very healthy dose of analysis and skepticism and concern, because let's be honest, I mean, I have a background in math and law, and I'm about as analytical and skeptical as it gets. I dissect things to a painful degree, and I don't trust people. I really don't. I've just, over my career, found that most people have a greed-motivated, scumbag element that you have to be cautious for, or you're going to get screwed. And so I welcome when people look at us that way, because it's like, hey, it just shows you're paying attention, but don't just assume it and then make an assumption and disappear. Assume it all you want, jump in, kick the tires, swing a baseball bat, do what you got to do to figure out, oh, these guys really are the real deal. They really do care. And it's not because we say so. It's in the proof is in the efforts and the results. And the efforts and the results, like I said, are not Mikoshi, they're not me, it's you guys. And so I can't thank you enough for being here, for being active participants. And, you know, now I'd love for each of you to share with the audience some ideas on how they can reach out to people they care about. Because again, this is not about, you know, doing mass advertising on Facebook or Twitter. This is about grabbing 3 or 4 or 5 people that you care about, you know, grabbing them by the ears if you have to, and drag them here and say, listen, you need to learn this stuff. Whether you trade or not is up to you, but for heaven's sake, don't miss out on this huge transference of wealth because you don't know what to do or how to do it.
And I would also throw in on that too, John, that, I mean, I know Mia and Carlotta and Michelle and some of the other ladies that are out there have been trying to, and they're starting to initiate their women's group.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it would also be a good time for, you know, Carlotta, if she wants to say something
Please,
about that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yes, what I would like to do is to, you know, basically the women are being more empowered in the group, and we're learning a whole lot that a lot of us didn't even know we could, you know, experience, you know, even the money wise, you know, what we're earning is, you know, pretty great. So what we want to do is start to pull the women together to have a ladies' night. Whether it's discussion of the future, you know, what we're going to do and play a part in our upcoming endeavors, you know, Tara, even if we get on and we do something to create ideas, and even with Serve City, you know, Serve City is our thing. This is us. So Makoshitas have to, you know, really come together. What are your talents? What are you good at? You know, are you good at doing webinars? Are you good at database? Are you good at WordPress? You know, what are you good at, and bring your talents together. So that is something I would like to have, and start having a meeting to see where our talents lie as the women in the group, so we can come out real powerful and blow everything out of the water. So that's all I gotta say.
That's exciting.
That's
Yeah.
great ideas.
Yeah. So
That's
basically
very
just a
exciting.
meeting. We're just gonna have a girls meeting and start figuring out. We're gonna get one night a week, or one night every 2 weeks, to see if we do a ladies' night, and it's gonna be basically just us.
Now,
I'll figure it out.
is that for a core group of you, or is that open for all the women in the community to join?
Like immediately, like we're doing so far with the Tumbakau. Am I pronouncing it right?
With who?
You pronounce it.
Cootie?
Yeah.
No, he's telling you wrong. It's
And the
Haku.
and the CTG alumni, I like to start there first. I like to pull our women out of there first, so we can get our ideas together, and then we'll adopt it with everyone else.
Perfect.
I just want to start first.
No, that's wonderful. And that's something that the women in the community can strive to become a part of. I love that you guys have taken it upon yourselves to say, how can we come together and be, you know, greater as a community whole versus individually just kind of bouncing around. I love it. And I promise you, whatever we can do to help foster and support that, let us know, because we want to give you that platform and give you that ability.
Don't get me wrong. If there's someone out there that has some experience in some things, and they're gung-ho and they're ready to step up to the plate, you know, inbox me and let me know. You know, how would you like to play a part in this, in the ladies program? So it's going down. So ladies out there in the entire CTG group, let me know, inbox me, and we'll talk.
Excellent.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. How about you, Miss Michelle? Any thoughts or suggestions you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, just getting on the calls and listening and sharing the things that work, and
Excellent.
Just the you know, my past history it's probably been like Carlotta's as far as getting in groups that you got these intimidating, manipulative calls. You know, you got to have $300 more by midnight, and then I had inventory running out. You know, spent so much money on inventory, and I love this because it's something that we can do. We can look forward to making money and helping others, and there's no inventory in the house.
Sure.
So
You're both 100% correct. And like I said, I've been very blessed and fortunate with my success in the network marketing space, but I can't express how excited I am that I can say to people, no, it's not like when we say go recruit, it's not go recruit so you can make money. It's like really go share your experiences with people you care about. Like for real. They don't go, oh, what's it going to cost you some time, moron? Just come on in and pay attention. Well, what's the catch? The catch is if you don't come learn, you're never going to make any money in cryptocurrency. And that's the funny thing is we don't have to teach any, slick willy techniques. We don't have to teach any deceptive practices, all the stuff that are associated with the MLM, whatever you want to call it. Even the most legitimate companies have that stigma of, oh, I got to go call on my friends. No, idiot, if you're doing well, you should want to share this with your friends. And that's always been for me, the disconnect that I would never be a part of a network that I wasn't proud of. My rule of thumb was always I wouldn't sell anything that I wouldn't give away to my mom for free. Like if it didn't make sense enough to give it to my mom for free, you're not going to convince me to go teach people how to sell it. And that's one of the things that I've loved about this is, we don't have a product. Our product, if you want to say anything, is it's information. We're giving away information. We're giving away abilities and skills and preparation. And then if people choose to never, ever buy a single cryptocurrency, they didn't lose any money. They left more prepared, more aware, more educated than they were when they came in. Even if it's just like Anthony had said last week, where he was thinking about taking the course. I don't know if you guys remember this. It hit me hard when he said it. He was thinking about taking the course, and in between hearing about the course and taking the course, he decided, since he was starting to feel more secure in what he was doing, got involved with another coin, and somebody screwed him over. Somebody basically, scammed him out of a couple $1,000s. And he said to himself, had I taken the course before participating with that program and that project, I would have known the red flags, because that's what he said. After going through that experience, the following week or so, when he started taking the course with Mikoshi, one of Mikoshi's lessons was how to look for the red flag. So imagine if nothing else, we're teaching cryptocurrency self-defense. Like prepare yourself not to be screwed by other programs. You don't have to do anything with us. Just leave more prepared to not get screwed. How's that for a tagline?
And I like it when people say, well, it's just the way of the world. Like first off, before I go into what I was going to say, it's the only reason network marketing ever was bad was because they taught you how to do what you normally do so natural, and they made it into a deceptive way of getting people to actually buy a product. So that's why when you don't want to go approach somebody about a product, it's so hard to do the natural again, because they kind of corrupted your natural self.
Right.
And so that, and the other thing is, the group, some people will say, hey, why are you doing this? Nobody's going to take time away from their family to teach something, and for no gain out of it. What is your angle? What's the catch? And the answer to that, I believe, is we believe in the bigger picture of changing the world. And in order to do that, we're going to have to help people come into cryptocurrency, because this is where we're going to change the world. And so we want to make sure people, they don't have a bad experience, because the longer it takes for crypto to grow in general as a crypto sphere or industry, as long as it takes for that to grow, is how long it's going to take for us to change the world. Changing the world is what big men and women, I guess, all around the world like your Elon Musks and your Bezos and whoever the lady is over Walmart, I don't know her name, and all these people that they have a desire to change the world to their view, but we want to change the world to our community view.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think that's a big enough incentive to want to do this for free, staying up 24 hours a day, making sure everyone is not getting scammed. We want to let people know that some of these courses are the scam out there. And we want to let people know that we're here doing these courses for you. People have told us, hey, charge a price. You should charge $100 a month. Anybody be glad to pay it, And I'm like, but still, that doesn't help change the world. It's about, if I'm making too much money, these girls will tell you, I give it away. I have a little cap on how much I'm allowing myself to make because and I don't just give money away. I'm obviously not doing that. But like, for example, when we were in Refinable, some people had got in based off what they said that I said. And, technically what I said was correct, but it went down and we helped them out. We gave them some seed money to get back in the game. You and me, that's what Carlotta was referring to. I think it's one of the things she was referring to. I believe if I'm not wrong. Is
Yes,
that right,
absolutely. No, that was the biggest thing. I was like, I'm in. I'm all in because this man didn't have to give us our money back. You didn't have to give us our money back, for real.
Right.
That's our choice.
And so it was everybody for themselves. But the thing was, and the biggest point I want to make is what Michele said at the very beginning. We're family, man. We're family. We win together. We lose together. We know we're only as strong as our weakest link. And the way we're going to succeed is helping thousands of people succeed. Maybe then, I might be able to take a vacation or do something fun or what have you. But it's really going to be about the people. When I die, I want everyone coming to my funeral, except John, because John will tell you how it's conspiracy theory.
Nope, he said it.
At least you recognized I'll still be alive.
You will, because not even death will accept you.
Can I say something?
Hey, I'm just playing. I'm playing. You know that.
Can I say one
That's
thing
brother
before
joke.
we close out?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay? Is
Yes,
it okay
ma'am.
if I say something before we close out?
Absolutely.
I just want to say that I know that this is a big family, and that's how I feel. And people see me and I smile and I'm like, yay, I love hard. I love very, very hard. So the cryptocurrency training group is my baby now. It is my baby. And these people are trying to come in here and scam. I will bite your head off. I swear.
She points them out too. She'll find them.
So there are two sides to me, everybody. I'm not Wyatt Earp, but I might be Winona. Okay?
There you go, right?
Absolutely.
I will come for you. Do not come in here with anything else. I don't like that. We're trying to create a wholesome family environment and a place where people feel safe and they won't be inboxing with something else. I've been getting the inboxes and I'm wondering, are these people doing that to other people in our group? So I got to do some more research. But y'all know, I feel like the chaplain of the group, and I don't mind. I don't care what people think about me. I will say something. So if you guys don't mind me saying it, I'm going to say certain things, to them inbox politely and professionally, of course.
Absolutely.
But they're out. If you're in here spamming, we're creating a family environment, a safe place for people to come to learn something they've never learned before in their entire lives, to be successful and to make money. And you want to come in here and put a damper on that? I'm not having it. And I know we got a whole team of other ladies, Makoshitas, that are not having it either. So
no,
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
That's
we thank you for that. We count on that because this is the beginning and the end of it. If we charged $500, scammers wouldn't come in because they wouldn't waste $500 to try to come in and scam. So by creating a free group and inviting everybody, we've got open borders, for lack of a better term. So we know that there's going to be some wolves that cross in here. And so we've got the sign up that says, you will be shot if found. We also are constantly working through our watchdog organization, which means we have rewards for people that turn in, the wolves that are trying to take advantage. And if they are plugging in, they'll hear my voice, they'll hear your voice, they'll hear various voices saying, look, there's no nonsense here. We're creating a safe place for the masses. If you're here with a different intent, you'll be identified. And we've already kicked out over 500 people. So make no mistake about it. Because we're not charging you money, we don't care about kicking you out. We're not losing anything. So we will not hesitate. Now, we're very fair about it. We always reach out to find out what was your intention, what was your goal. But the good news is, overall, we've kept this extremely, extremely safe because of individuals like you, Miss Carlotta, and the fact that people figure out real fast that Mikoshi dude is not scamming his people. He's not going to let us scam his people. So we need to go elsewhere. And it's going to only get a lot more aggressive as we grow.
The funny thing, John, you said it. You would okay, so it's funny how these scammers and spammers, when they enter our group, you would think if what they really wanted to share was wholesome, they would share it with me first, because they know I have influence over everybody in the group.
And I always say that.
But they don't ever do that.
Have you talked to Mikoshi yet? Have you inboxed Mikoshi? Have you sent to the Mikoshi first? I always ask those questions. First, Mikoshi, and they were like, oh, no, you out. Boom, click.
And listen, that's a perfect one question litmus test, because, hey, look, I'm a veteran networker. If I want this group, I'm going after the head. If I can get him, I got the whole group in one shot. But if I'm trying to scam, I'm going to try to avoid him as much as I can.
Exactly.
John, I was going to maybe
I'm
not sure what your agenda is, John. I'm not trying to run your show by any means, but I did.
No, go ahead.
I did want maybe the women that are here, obviously the two. Sometimes John's he can be a drama queen, but anyway, but Carlotta and Michelle.
Said from 1,500 miles away.
Right. Thank God. Okay. So
go ahead.
Maybe y'all two could tell us like how much you've made already in our coin tariff. I'm just curious, because I know that you had talked about it, Carlotta, early on, and you told me early on where you were at. Michelle never has told me what she's made, so I'm just kind of curious if, you know how women don't really like to talk about their money that much, but maybe you could just put it out there.
Okay. I have a little situation. So at first, when I first found about tariff, I went in and bought $86 worth. That was the first day, we bought in, and it wound up being $960 the next day. So
wow,
I'm like,
the next day.
I'm like, wow, from $86. Like, how the
10 times. Wow.
How'd that happen? Like, what just happened in my whole life? Like, what? Then I waited a day. I'm like trying to figure out what y'all doing. I'm going all over CTG and listening to people. Anybody have any testimonies other than myself? And I'm like, what is happening? So then I go and the next day after that, so the second day I waited. Then the third day I bought another $100. It was 110, something like that. $110 worth more, and it wound up being $2,161. Okay, who does that on the third day? Like that evening when I went to sleep and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like dancing around. I can't sleep anymore.
Oh, no, you
like,
were.
Oh my God.
Less than 200, you made over 21. Wow. But no, you're talking about day 3. Hey,
$2,161 from 100 and basically 86.
Well, hey, listen, whoa, hold on. I'm going to stop you here. Hold on, because you're talking about just 3 days. I'm talking about what have you made over the last month in the thing.
Oh, I had to, me, I know how to do it. So I had to in the first month. That when I got the $86, I did what you told me to do.
Right.
Pull the 50%, and then I put a little bit more. I put about 500 out.
That's good. But, okay.
I really did. I needed
but that was before we started talking about leaving it in and doing all the stuff with it, right?
Yeah, I had to. I was like, yay, right on time, Lord. Yeah, hallelujah. Yeah. So right now I'm still I'm at over 1,000. I posted in the group today. I'm still over 1,000. I'm not touching it. Diamond hands for real. For real. I'm leaving it. I'm not even breathing on it.
But you've already got way all over your money, like at least 3 times your money out anyway.
I'm in the like I don't want to say like that, like, you know, $3,500 off a $186 investment.
Wow.
At first.
That's solid.
That's fantastic.
35.
Like 200%.
I've been pulling out the little three every time. But yeah.
That's good
That's
stuff.
fantastic.
Since we started.
Right.
That's really good.
Come on, Michelle. Hey, we're gonna make you women compare pocketbooks.
Okay. I haven't pulled any out, so I haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks, but last time I looked, it was right at 5,000.
Wow.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Wow. How
Now,
much did you put in? How much did you put in before the last time you looked?
300.
Wow.
Woo! Lakoshi, I have Deborah, you know Deborah Kemp in the group.
Yeah.
Deborah Kemp is so like new, nothing, no knowledge, nothing, zero. And she did a $300 investment and she's about 4,000 too.
Wow.
I was like, dang.
I mean, that's real money right there. That's
Yeah.
that's about less than 30 days, John, isn't it?
It's less than 30 days,
Yeah.
but you guys are validating what we've been talking about. So for those of you that are watching this video and you've heard me, how many times, ladies, have you heard me say, we're betting, not gambling?
Betting, not
Deborah.
gambling.
We're betting, not gambling, and we have a wealth creation strategy that we're putting out there for everyone to follow. Literally, you're living proof, the two of you and your friend Deborah. It's not about having all this, you know, tremendous experience and knowledge and, you know, history in the industry. It's about, oh, wait a minute, there's a strategy and I can follow it. Great. Point, push, click. That's it. And that's the beauty of it. And I hope and pray to God people are watching this long into our video, which is why I tell people, watch the whole thing. We're not doing 3-minute commercials here. We're teaching, training, educating, and preparing people for wealth. And to me, that's why I always say, if this is too long for you to watch, you don't deserve to be wealthy. You know, get lost. I have no apologies for what we do here because the information you are sharing is that valuable that people should be making some popcorn and sitting down and watching to the end, just like it was Netflix.
There's only 1.5 episodes right now. Maybe, right? I mean, come on, 1.5 episodes of all time. What's that? All American. I've been watching that on Netflix.
All I can say is, if we have a wealth creation video series and you're not watching it, you're a moron. Like, that's all I can say. And you're living proof of the fact that instead of going out there and guessing, first of all, praying that whatever coins you're picking are not scams, are not pump and dumps, are not rug pulls. That's the first thing. Then secondly, if they're not scams, pray what's going to make that coin out of the 17,000 other coins shoot up. Imagine being a part of a group, like I said, that we created the community, we launched the coin, and now we're literally employing or deploying a strategy to create wealth by telling people, here's when to pull the trigger, here's when to make the sale, here's when to make the buy, and you'll maximize because you're actually like a surfer, you're riding the wave.
Right. Exactly.
Well, and
Thank you.
Ladies, just check this out. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna really. I'm about to blow your mind, blow the top off your head, and get you super excited. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. We haven't even hit the big wave yet. We're not even listed yet. I mean, think about what that 5,000, 1,000, 3,000. Think about what that money is gonna do when we hit the exponential growth of the outside world coming in. I mean, it's gonna take it, and we can't control it at that point. But we can nurture. We're nurturing right now, and then whenever it's ready to go, I mean, it's just gonna explode, and then that's when you will finally be like those people that are in the very beginning that make the big explosion, 100,000, 150,000 up front, that kind of money, because you've been in and you've cultivated your nest, the money in the very beginning, and you stayed in. So all you're doing is building it and building it and building it right now. And then when it does go, when it gets listed, I mean, even on just CoinGecko, right? You're going to see what's going to happen. And like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm going to tell you what this is. This is experience made public. You just heard it. And if you want to take it and choose to do something with it, you can. I'm not a financial expert, but I am one thing. I can remember what I see, and I can tell everybody what I saw.
All right.
So
I will
Let's
simply
go.
say this. You ladies have given everyone that's watching the legitimate reason to contact, to reach out to 2 or 3 people that they care about and say,
Yeah.
listen, I don't care what you do, come listen to these two young ladies share their story. Because I'll say it this way, for all of you watching, if you're my friend, if you're someone that walks around saying you care about me and you knew what these 2 ladies were doing in cryptocurrency and you didn't call me, I would knock you out. I'm serious. If someone seriously that I knew that was a part of this group and they said, oh, that John, I love that John guy. He's one of my favorite people. And you didn't call me and say, hey, Chucklehead, you need to come watch this video. Then I promise you, I would knock you out if I found out you were in here making money with Michele and Carlotta and Mikoshi and didn't call me. That's a very real statement. If you care about people and you don't share, watch this. You watch and see if I don't tag 3 people to this video right after I post it. Because you guys know, right after we're done, I will download it to my computer, I will upload it to my YouTube, and then I will post it in guide 14, the testimonial guide. And then I will tag 3 people and I will say to them, if you do not watch this video, do not call me when I make fun of you at how rich I am because of what these young ladies are doing. And I encourage all of you to do the same damn thing. You don't have to be smart. Just tag the people that you care about and make sure that they watch this video so that they understand, oh, that Tariff, is that Tariff a scam? I don't know. Is that Tariff a scam, ladies?
No.
No.
Did anybody force you to buy Tariff?
They did not.
No.
Are you glad that you bought Tariff?
Absolutely.
Are you excited for us to take Tariff to the rest of the world soon?
Yes.
hey, top it off with this, John. Michele, how much Tariff did you buy this weekend?
300.
She
I'm
spent
gonna buy some more.
She spent 300 this weekend. So did you see what the gift was? The gift was whatever you spent, whatever you bought this weekend, I gave you the same amount. So she spent 300, but she got $600 worth of Tariff.
I was moving my daughter into college.
What's that?
I missed it. I was moving my daughter into second year.
No, you didn't, because we're doing it again this weekend, Miss Carlotta. We're doing it again this weekend.
I won't miss it. I'll be on it.
I love you girls.
I will too.
Yes.
Hey, babe, I love you too, babe. Sorry.
We love you too, babe.
I got to make sure, hey, if I tell somebody look beautiful on the screen, I got to make sure I let her know that she looks very beautiful too.
Tell her, Carlotta says she loves her too, babe.
Hey, babe, Carlotta wants to tell you something. She can't hear you through that door.
He always do that to me.
Hey, I'm going to tell you.
Let her know she's on video when she walks out.
I'll hold it up like
You
this.
gotta let her
Okay,
know
so here we
first,
go.
man. Don't do that.
I don't know if I can get her to
She don't
come
want to be on screen.
Babe, can I get you to come out?
She's
in the middle of something. She's actually working. She's actually working. But no, she's not shy. She's working.
Tell her I said I love her too, babe.
Carlotta says she loves you. She says, "Aw."
Oh. Okay. All right.
Hey, we're all going to be meeting soon. In person.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give all of you a big hug. Right? I'm
What?
going to let y'all, like, bury me in the sand or something. We'll do it on
Oh, we gotta make enough money.
the beach
We're
of
gonna do
Naples.
a
John,
retreat.
don't even say it. You're about to say it's a lot of sand.
Oh, that's a big beat. A lot of sand, a big shovel.
We're gonna do a training retreat, and that's one of the things I would like the ladies group to discuss. as far as how to organize that, you know, in the
In
future. I don't
Fiji.
know what date.
In
Huh?
Fiji.
Fiji.
In Fiji.
Fiji? You want to go to Fiji?
Hey, that's where our
So the
people
girls
are, girl.
going to discuss how we're going to do a CTG retreat where in Fiji.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So that's what we're going
Hey,
to discuss.
y'all
One
know,
of the
hey,
things.
I asked them this. Do you know what our Fijians told us the fruit was? The best, the fruit they have down there that they're known for?
What's that?
What?
Papayas.
Ah.
Papaya. But they said it's different down there. They have a different name for it. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand. I can do some papaya or whatever the hell. I forgot the name was, but I was like, I can do some of that. Y'all don't know. I love fruit drinks all day long.
So
Like,
guess what?
you love anything.
On this recording, I know we went a little long.
Not
I know
at all.
we can kind of cut it short. I know how to do that and resend it to the group if you like. Because
No,
but it was so natural and organic. I think this is a great call for everybody in the whole team to see us being a family for real, hanging out, talking. You know, we talked about the business. We went through all of the, you know, the different waves of the conversation happened right here, live and in person, in color and everything. It was awesome. I had a great time.
Hey, hold that thought before we do
Yeah.
go though. I'm gonna give a massive hint for the next for the what's coming. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what you've learned in crypto. All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
test everyone that watches this video to see who can put in the comments here, because you might get a bonus if you can answer this correctly in the comments. All I'm gonna say is deflationary action will be taking place.
Oh, I know what that
with
is.
tariff. Hey, John, you can't comment.
I won't.
Deflationary action is going to be taking place with tariff. It's going to be so big. You know what that, and what it's going to do is all your value that you currently hold with tariff is going to go up without your help.
We didn't pick a date yet, though, did we?
We haven't picked the date yet, but you're gonna want to be in before it begins. In fact, the world is gonna. That's the first introduction the world is gonna hear, is about that, and that's when you're gonna start seeing the value just soar.
Nice.
Well, I got about 5 people ready to go tomorrow. We got to do another, call tomorrow to get those people signed up.
And we'll let everybody know again, this is Tuesday night. 3 days from now, this coming weekend, we do round 2 of Mikoshi's gift. So everybody that buys at least $150 in Tariff on Saturday and Sunday will receive a matching bonus.
Not a matching this time. This time it's 50% because everyone knows now. So this week is a 50% match.
50% match.
Correct.
That's still a wonderful gift from Migoshi.
That's good. That makes sense. It's still fair.
Because this one guy, I don't know who he was, and if I did, I wouldn't mention his name. He goes, "Well, why are you just now telling us?" You called it, John. There's gonna be some out there that
as soon as we told people what it was, they would all be like, "Well, I would have done it if I knew." It's like, that's not a gift then.
Exactly.
That's
But so it's gonna be 50%, but that's still like whatever you're buying, you're getting a 50% match on it.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge gift.
That's crazy. It's still good.
It's a huge gift, and we're going to have way more people participating now.
And the 50% match that you're getting of it, you're going to get the redistribution whenever I send it to you.
Okay.
Just the act of me sending it's going to redistribute to the group.
There you go.
Good.
That's incredible, man.
So that means, in closing, all of us have to get back with all of the people we claim to love and care about and say, you need to be ready on Saturday to make your purchase, because it'll be Saturday. We haven't set the times yet, but we'll be doing an all-day, Zooms, when I say all day, but Zoom sessions Saturday night, Sunday night, to make sure everybody has the chance to buy their Tariff. Because if John doesn't know how to buy their Tariff, we don't expect everybody else to either.
We're gonna be Carlotta. Get the whole Zoom thing going. You're our support sister. get them Zooms up, be like, okay, you need to learn how to get tariff. I got you. So I'm going to be on Zooms. I'm going to be helping everybody get their tariff ordered, because just buying that tariff that day is going to be so valuable to you because of the things we're going to be doing for everybody. Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's
Awesome.
go. That's my
Right.
strong suit. That's my strong suit. Let's go.
Okay.
Michelle, thank you so much too for staying up a little late. I know it's probably getting close to, yeah. But,
We thank you both so much. We thank all of you for watching, and we'll be back again tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. with some exciting information. Until then, good night. God bless. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.